Lesson 113, Interpreting the Discriminant. Now, an easy way to determine how many zeros is to use a discriminant. So this is just an easy way to determine how many zeros a quadratic function is going to have. So if you guys remember the quadratic formula that goes x equals negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a, the discriminant is the part that's under the square root. So b squared minus 4ac is the discriminant. Imagine if this equaled 0. If this equals 0, then you're not adding or subtracting anything in the numerator, and you'll just have one solution. If this is a negative number, then you're going to have the square root of a negative, and there's not going to be any real solutions. If this is positive, this is a positive square root, then you'll have two solutions, because you'll have negative b plus that positive square root and negative b minus the square root of a positive number. So you'll have two real solutions. So if b squared minus 4ac is negative, there will be no real solution, and there'll be no x-intercepts. So a solution is an x-intercept, so these will be the same. No real solution, no x-intercept. If b squared minus 4ac is equal to 0, then there is one real solution. There is one, we call it a 0, and we can also say one x-intercept. If b squared minus 4ac is positive, we're going to have two real solutions, or two zeros, or two x-intercept. So here's an example. Just example 1, x squared minus 3x plus 4 equals 0. We have a equals 1, b equals negative 3, c equals 4. So if we do b squared minus 4ac, we're going to have negative 3 squared, which is 9, times 4 times 1 times 4. So 9 minus 16 is negative. So there's going to be no solution and no x-intercepts. Here's another example. 2x squared plus 2x minus 5. How many solutions are there going to be? How many x-intercepts? We could say a is 2, b is 2, c is negative 5. So we have b squared minus 4ac. So we have 2 squared, which is 4, minus 4 times 2 times negative 5. So we have 4 minus a negative 40, which is positive. So there are two solutions and two x-intercepts. Let's do one more example. We have x squared plus 2x plus 1 equals 0. How many solutions? So we're going to say a is 1, b is 2, c is 1. So b squared minus 4 times a times c. So we have 4 minus 4 times 1 is 4. Since that equals 0, there's one solution and one x-intercept. And that is the end of the lesson.